Have you ever pondered what mysteries a Hollywood icon's brilliant grin conceals? The life of the movie queen Natalie Wood was filled with mystery, glitz, and unknown tales that still fascinate us today. This film explores rare images of Natalie Wood that you have most likely never seen before, each of which offers a glimpse into her remarkable life. These pictures convey a tale that goes beyond the news headlines, from her early fame to her terrible last days. Stay tuned to the very end, as I have a stunning picture and a startling surprise in store for you. First, let's talk about Natalie as a little star. Imagine an 8-year-old girl in Miracle on 34th Street who is stealing hearts with her large, soulful eyes. A rare 1947 photograph of her on set with a script in her hand and a determined expression on her face. It's unbelievable that this young child was already bearing the burden of Hollywood. Maria, her mother, was both her strongest supporter and, at times, her harshest critic. Although this picture portrays a time of purity, Natalie's early years were far but typical. She put in long hours at work and was frequently under pressure to be flawless. Can you picture having to learn lines as a child in front of everyone? The sacrifices she made for stardom are alluded to in these early photos. In the 1950s, Natalie is a teenager who is shedding her child star persona. She can be seen at a studio event in a gorgeous black and white photograph from this era, with her hair groomed to perfection and a bright grin that has a trace of defiance in her eyes. Her roles were shifting to include Rebel Without a Cause, in which she co-starred with James Dean. This image is more than simply a snapshot. It offers insight into a young woman trying to find her voice in a competitive field. Were you aware that she battled for that position? Natalie disproved the studio's belief that she could manage the harsh drama. In this picture, her desire is evident, and you can practically sense her resolve to be more than just a gorgeous face. Natalie was a true star by the 1960s. In a rare photograph from the West Side Story set, she can be seen laughing in between takes, her hair a touch untidy, and her Maria costume a little crumpled. She is humanized by this unguarded moment. She was a young lady juggling fame, love, and pressure. We are reminded of her extraordinary talent by this picture. Although she won our hearts with her singing and dancing, she was going through personal difficulties behind the scenes. Rumors circulated regarding her romantic life, and her first marriage to Robert Wagner was disintegrating. She appears happy in this picture, though, as if she's clinging to a brief moment of delight. What was she truly experiencing that day? You wonder? Since Natalie was a fashion icon, let's discuss about her style. Her eyes sparkle under the flashbulbs in a glittering gown in a rare color photograph taken on the red carpet in the 1960s. Despite her easy elegance, she didn't hesitate to take chances. She is seen in this picture at the height of her celebrity. But there is more to it than meets the eye. Natalie was struggling with her worries and insecurities at this time. She had been plagued with a fear of water since she was a young child. You would never imagine the difficulties she suffered off camera from this glitzy photo. It serves as a reminder that everyone has shadows. Here is a difficult-to-locate photo. In the 1970s, Natalie is seen grinning with friends on a yacht while the ocean stretches out in the background. Although it's a carefree moment, knowing what transpired afterward makes it unsettling. This picture seems to fit into the puzzle of her life. Although Natalie loved the sea, these experiences were bittersweet because of her dread of the water. She remarried Robert Wagner in 1972 and was frequently spotted on boats with him. How did she manage to reconcile her greatest concerns with her love of adventure? This picture begs the question. It lays the groundwork for the disaster that would follow and provides insight into the complexities of her life. Natalie's career was changing as the late 1970s rolled around. She is shown thinking deeply while surrounded by cameras in a rare behind-the-scenes video from her last movie, Brainstorm. She was demonstrating that she was more than just a gorgeous celebrity. By pushing herself to take on difficult assignments. Her intensity is shown in this picture, but it also feels weighty. Natalie was in her early 40s by this point, had 2 children, and was considering her legacy. Despite her exhaustion from balancing a hard work and family, she felt proud. What dreams did she still have, you wonder, looking at this picture? Which parts was she hoping to play? Let's take a time to reflect on Natalie's private life. She is pictured at home with her daughters, Courtney and Natasha, in a charming but little-seen picture. She's just a mother laughing while playing with her children. She's not a celebrity here. Although it's a touching moment, it also makes you feel something. These peaceful times served as a haven for Natalie, who was loyal to her family. She was never entirely free from the demands of Hollywood, though. She was a human being with the same need for normalcy as everyone else. As this picture reminds us, do you know what it's like to want to get away from the chaos and spend time with the people you care about? We're now closer to the startling disclosure I promised. Let's take a look at one more picture before we go there, a candid one taken in 1981, a few months before she passed away. Natalie is at a party, Her eyes are far away, but her smile is dazzling. Given what transpired shortly after, it's a chilling picture. Natalie perished off Catalina Island on November 29, 1981, while she was aboard a yacht with Christopher Walken and Robert Wagner. Although the official report declared it an accident, there are still unanswered questions. This picture seems to be a hint, a snapshot taken before things changed. What was she thinking about? Was she content, or was she having problems? You've been waiting for this moment, the rarest picture and the untold tale. It was taken on that disastrous yacht excursion and is almost ever seen. It depicts Natalie sitting by herself on the deck, gazing out to sea. Her countenance, a mixture of calm and uneasiness, is inscrutable. What was discovered years later is what makes this picture so startling. According to fresh witnesses in Suzanne Finstad's 2020 biography, Natalie's drowning wasn't an accident. According to one story, Christopher Walken overheard Natalie and Wagner fighting that evening. Unidentified bruises on her body were observed by another witness who attended her autopsy. When combined with these disclosures, this image begs unsettling questions. Did she die for reasons other than those we have been told? This picture is an eerie component of the puzzle, but I'll let you make that determination. Watch this video through to the end to truly understand the significance of Natalie's life. Rare images and a startling tale that alters your perception of her have been discovered by us. How do you feel about that last picture? Leave a comment below, and we can discuss it. I appreciate you seeing, and I hope to see you in the next video.